Hello students, today we will study the mechanism of nucleophilic substitution reactions here. So, the organic reactions, they are molecular in nature, hence they break the existing bonds and they form a new bonds in the reaction is called as mechanism here. So, depending upon the nature of the alkyl halide, there are two types of mechanism, that is substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, which is commonly called as SN2 mechanism, substitution nucleophilic unimolecular, which is commonly called as SN1 mechanism. So, first we will see substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, that is SN2 mechanism. So, we will see substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, that is SN2 mechanism here. So, here we will take an example of a methyl bromide when it is treated with a hydroxide ion. When it is treated with a hydroxide ion, we are going to get a methyl alcohol and bromide ion. So, here it is a substitution reaction, as a nucleophile substitutes a halogen here, it is a substitution reaction, and here there is a breakage of a bond between a carbon and Br, and there is a formation of a bond between carbon and a OH. So, we will get a methyl alcohol, methyl bromide. When it is treated with a hydroxide ion, we will get a methyl alcohol. So, let us see the mechanism of this. So, this is a single step here where methyl bromide So, when a nucleophile, that is hydroxide ion, is treated with a methyl bromide, this hydroxide ion attacks a carbon to the side opposite from the where the halogen is attached, because here Br is also negative and a hydroxide ion is also negative. It repels here. So, there is a partial bond formed between a carbon and Br and carbon and OH here. So, here this is a transition state where to the carbon partial bond is formed So, this is a transition state. So, here you can see to the carbon 5 atoms are attached, hence this is unstable, we cannot ionize. So, next we will get a product where a carbon is having bond with the OH, where here when the carbon and OH bond becomes strong, the carbon and Br bond it weakens and it breaks, and Br is a leaving group here. So, this is a single step and the rate of the reaction depends on both the nucleophile as well as the alkyl halide. So, this is second order and this is a rate determining step where both the nucleophile as well as alkyl halide are involved. Hence, this is a bimolecular substitution mechanism. And when you see the configuration here, the tetrahedral carbon is inverted here, same as when we hold the umbrella to the blowing wind, it gets inverted. Same way it is inverted, hence it is called as Walden inversion configuration. Next, we will see the reactivity of the alkyl halides towards the SN2 mechanism. Now, we will study the reactivity of different alkyl halides here. So, reactivity of different alkyl halides. So, we have a primary alkyl halide here, this is a secondary alkyl halide and this is a tertiary alkyl halide. Now, we will see the order of reactivity. So, the order of reactivity of alkyl halide towards SN2 mechanism, it depends on how easily an nucleophile attach to the or it approaches a carbon here. So, if you see a methyl bromide, so to the carbon 3 simple hydrogen atoms are attached here, hence the reactivity of methyl bromide is higher here. Okay. Next, if you see a primary alkyl halide, that is ethyl bromide, it contains CH3, a bulky group. Hence, the attack of nucleophile to the carbon is little difficult here due to the steric hindrance. So, this is greater than a secondary alkyl halide. Here you can see two bulky groups attached, hence it becomes little more difficult for a nucleophile to approach the carbon here. So, this is higher than the tertiary butyl halide where it is having 3 bulky groups CH3, 3 bulky groups where it becomes difficult for a nucleophile to approach a carbon due to the steric hindrance. So, a methyl bromide is its reactivity is higher here than a primary alkyl halide. This is higher than a secondary alkyl halide. So, it is higher than a tertiary alkyl halide. So, order of the reactivity is primary alkyl halides have a more reactivity towards the SN2 mechanism and a tertiary alkyl halides have a least reactivity towards the SN2 mechanism because of the steric hindrance here. So, now let us discuss here. This is a single step reaction where a rate determining step here and here both the nucleophile as well as alkyl halide are involved. Hence, this is a bimolecular reaction and rate of reaction it depends upon both a nucleophile as well as a alkyl halide. hence this is a second order reaction, and when you see the reactant and a product, it is a inversion configuration. Thank you.